The real question that you should be asking is what is it that I'm teaching? So let's actually take a look.
Wait. We're gonna wait. Sit. Sit. Wait. Wait. Good. There we go. Okay. Good boy, Corey. Come on, buddy. Corey.
See the state that he's in? He's still looking?
Yeah.
The position that he's in on the walk is giving him access. Access granted. Hey, right. Go ahead, act like that, you know? So the biggest thing that I saw here was just miscommunication. And miscommunication primarily for two reasons. The first is your unintentional reinforcement. What you're unintentionally promoting, what you're unintentionally nurturing. A lot of that has to do with timing. When we're saying good boy, what we're saying good boy for. The intent in the handler's mind is obviously for the better, but what the dog's getting out of it is based on when you're saying it, treating, rewarding, and I think that the timing is a little bit off. The other thing is speaking the language. You're constantly hearing the repeating of good boy, of leave it, of no, and the dog has no idea what these things mean. I mean, granted, the dog knows how to sit, but it hasn't been conditioned to responding to you in certain situations. Again, we understand what we're trying to get across, but that's the biggest problem. The dog had no clue. Dogs don't speak English. They don't understand a command right off the bat. They're gonna understand your intention and your emotion behind it, but you have to teach the dog the command. So there's a couple things that are being promoted unintentionally.
Yep.
And then we just have to, there we go, that's what I wanted. Boy. Everything's about introduction, you know?
You're getting the full wag treatment, for sure.
Now we're gonna get lost for a bit. Oh boy. No. He's actually starting to learn to actually follow. So this is much better already. We haven't even left the complex yet, technically, and he's already walking at our side. We want him to know that this is the relaxation area. When he follows like this, we can allow for this and he's still following. You know, so that's good. Okay, so the dog's already peed, he's already pooped. There's no need for him to take you on a scent detection for the entire walk, because then your arm's gonna get ripped out of your socket. You give him that permission here and there, and then when you're walking, you're enjoying the walk. You guys are in sync with one another. It has nothing to do with strict, harsh rules, but realistically, you want the walk to be enjoyable. So this is what you need to enforce in order to get him to understand. I mean, you have to think from a dog's perspective. If you're letting him do all these things, he's not being a bad dog. You're allowing it. So what we're doing is we're just showing him when we're walking, this is how we walk versus that. That's all it is. Instead of moving forward, he's in the wrong state. We're just gonna get him to sit and actually experience relaxation around other dogs as opposed to going crazy. I want him to get to the point where he can actually meet but not go crazy to meet, you know? See, this has to get corrected. She's not wrong for that. It's alright. It's okay. See, his approach, as a result from that correction, Corey's approach is much more calm instead of just going in, you know? His approach was better, but still needed a correction, and he got it from the dog. The end result after the correction was not him taking it personal or fighting, because it wasn't a fighting type of snap. He respected the dog when he approached, and it was a good meet. So that was definitely a good turnout. So we're actually gonna send them home on this note right now and start to incorporate the owners, and hopefully we can get them on the same page to keeping them on the right path and maintaining the structure.